If you struggle with jealousy and you have a hard time seeing other people with the things that you want and being happy for them, you're not alone. But I have the perfect mindset shift for you that is going to change the way that you see jealousy and allow you to create your dream life by using your jealousy as a tool. When you see someone with something that you want, a lot of times you might feel jealous and maybe your first thoughts go to putting them down and be like, oh, but they don't deserve that, or they didn't really work hard for that, or they're so lucky, or why does that good things only happen to them? Maybe your thought process is kind of like this, like you're thinking like, oh, why do they get to have it? It's not fair. And that mindset is so normal. Like, I think that society creates this belief that there are limited amount of resources, that if someone else is successful, that it takes away from your success, that if there's only one job opening and they get the job opening, that it's taken from you, so it's creating lack for you because someone else has the thing that you want. When in reality, the universe is like so abundant, and when you think about the fact that there are like millions of jobs out there, for example, when you think about like a window, there is the creation of the window, there is the delivery of the window, there is the design of the window, there is the selling at the store of the windows, there is the marketing of the windows. There's like so many like infinite jobs for like one little thing in our life, like the windows, the cleaning of the windows, whatever it is. And if you think about it on a grander scale of like people, like there are so many people out there in this world that just because someone has this dream relationship that you've always wanted, like the soulmate connection, of course there's a match out there for you too. But it's gonna look different because you were a different human being. I think it's easy to look at people and think that things came to them easily or that things just happen for them quickly. But when you're in that mindset of lack, of believing that someone has something that you want, so it's taking away from you, you're in the scarcity mindset, believing that there is a limited amount of things and that anyone else's success just takes from yours. But in reality, the universe is so abundant. If you shift that mindset to the abundance mindset, you can actually see that someone else having what you want, a dream life, a dream partner, a dream house, is proof that it is possible for you too. We are all human beings. We're all made of the same material, the same atoms. Like, there is nothing that someone else has that you cannot have too. And when you look at someone having like this dream thing that you desire, you're seeing it through the lens of believing that it would fit perfectly in your life too. But we're all such diverse human beings, right? We all have such different desires, wants, tastes. Even like the favorite ice cream flavor that you have is different from your friends. We all have different tastes in partners. We have different desires and dreams and hopes for ourselves. So of course, something that seems to fit perfectly in someone else's life, if it was in your life, it might not be as perfect of a fit for you. But you don't know that because you're living on the operation of the belief that this person has taken from you something that you want. Instead, every time you get jealous, train your mind to believe that, oh, actually, this is just proof that it exists for them and I can have it too. I remember when I was younger, I would see people with like relationships that were really beautiful and it seemed like they were so in love. And I used to be jealous of the fact that like these girls had a boyfriend, for example. And when I was younger, I would think like, oh, like I want a boyfriend. Like I would be jealous of like the fact that I just want a boyfriend. And I would attract the wrong kinds of partners because I was so in this feeling of lack of feeling like, oh, I just need a boyfriend, or I just need someone to fill that gap or that void in me. But when I began to shift my mindset, I recognized that I don't want just any boyfriend, right? Like anyone can be your boyfriend, but they can be a horrible partner. They can be draining for you. They can be a really bad influence on you. They could be not the one and you're forcing a connection that doesn't exist. And one of my friends, my really good friends, is in a relationship that is like so healthy and beautiful and strong, and it really expanded my perception of love. I didn't know that like love like that could exist out there. I didn't see that example around me growing up. And when I realized that I saw that love, I didn't feel jealous anymore. It's someone that I really love, my friend, and I recognize that like her relationship is just proof to me that that kind of love exists out there. I realized that I had come to myself in a place where I recognized that it was a really cool moment for me, because I think that just a couple years ago, I might have been jealous that she got to find a partner that sees her in this way and that she sees in this way too. But as I did the work of recognizing that there is no scarcity in this life, that there's so much out there. Like if you think about the ocean, how vast and huge it is, how many different species of plants there are, how many different types of people there are out there. How could you not believe that there is not something even more aligned to you out there for you? Like, if my friend's dream boyfriend was my boyfriend, it probably wouldn't match. It probably wouldn't fit because I'm a different human being. It works because it's them. And in the same way, for you, your perfect version of whatever you're desiring, the dream home, the dream job, the dream partner, exists out there for you, for sure, and it's coming for you. And when you see people living the life that feels like something that you want, use it as inspiration. Recognize that this exists out there for them, so it must exist for you too. This simple mindset shift of like recognizing, like as a trigger, like every time you're triggered, every time you're like, oh, but I want that too. Oh, but I want that too. Perfect. Use that as inspiration. Use that almost like a Pinterest board, a collection of the things that you want and the things that you desire, because that is helping you become more open-minded about the fact that you can dream of more. Imagine if you're always surrounded by people in shitty relationships and with horrible jobs, like really unhappy, like just not feeling fulfilled in life. You're not gonna feel inspired to live a bigger life like that. But when you see people living the life that you want, creating their dreams, living a life that you didn't know was possible, use them as an expander of your mind. Imagine that as data points, as proof that that can exist for them, it can exist for you too. And having this mindset shift will change the perspective of jealousy and also allow you to have more love flow into your life, because the more that you are happy for other people, the more that you are wishing well other people, life is a mirror. You're gonna reflect love out and then you're gonna receive it back, because the more that you're contributing and the more that you're lingering in these energies of joy and of happiness, of gratitude, the more that you're gonna receive that too. You can't receive opportunities, people, experiences on a different frequency than you. If you were lingering in the frequency of believing like only bad things happen to me, good things only happen to other people, life is gonna reflect that right back to you. So the next time that you feel jealous, use it as an inspiration point, a belief, an expander of the fact that that can also happen for you too, and watch how your life changes, because I promise you that it will. If you love this kind of like mindset, personal development content, continue to subscribe and follow along. I also work with people one-on-one, so look in the website for more information and some free guides I have in there. Thank you so much for being here, and I promise you that you can create the life that you want. It just requires a couple of mindset shifts to get there and getting serious about what you want and what you know that you deserve. You got this.